I came across this person on my Instagram, just scrolling, and then it came up, suggested by Instagram. They were correct. I enjoyed the content. The algorithm knows me. Her social content has reached over 300 million people. Woo! Yes. She's a celebrated voice actor and creative, the founder of her very own production company, the host of Dating Unsettled, an audio show designed to validate women daters. Her voice can be heard in partnerships with HBO Max, Adult Swim, Netflix, and more. Please welcome to the stage, Joy Ofodu. Look at that walk. Yes.
And then I come up here and say something like, hey, hey, hey. Everybody say, hey. Hey. That served no functional purpose. I just wanted to hear you say it. It's like, I wonder if they got pipes in this audience. How's everybody doing? They got the comedian on here. It's time to wake up.
It's going to be turned. Buckle up, y'all. Joy, it's so good to see you.
It's great. It's
I
amazing.
met Pops outside. He's a blast.
Yeah, my dad's awesome. My family's here, everybody. Woo! We got them out of the house. I said, you people need to leave the house. Always inside. They said, but we've seen you before. We've heard you before. I said, not like this.
Not on this stage.
Yeah, not in this season. So thank you for being here, family. I love you.
And thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Thank you. We're so excited.
I'm excited too. I love dogs. Disappointed when I walked in, there were no dogs in Mama Dog Studios. It's kind of...
We're taking notes. We're taking notes.
It's kind of a misnomer. Yeah, someone said me too. I'm not the only one. Expected a pit bull when I walked in here. All I got is chihuahuas on the wall. Photo in a frame.
Yeah.
Where's the room? Where's that at?
We can get some sound effects maybe that will help out. Just a little. Yeah. Got it right here. Got it right here.
Yeah. That's what y'all got on the walls. I was expecting just a dog with gusto, with gumption.
Joy, you have a gift. I just want to say. Let's start with that.
God bless you.
Yeah, no, you are. You do have a gift, a way with connecting with people, a way with words, a way of using your voice. And I just want to hear, how did you find that in yourself? How did you find this voice?
Oh, geez. Okay. I was that annoying little kid that's like, does anyone want to come watch my talent show? Fashion show? My mom's there like, anyone want to hear me sing? And unfortunately, when I was a kid, if they'd be like, oh, no, we're tired, I'd be like, that's too bad. And then I would just break into it. So I very much I grew up on media. I wanted to be on the screen. I wanted to be in films, TV shows, video games. The voice didn't need to be found. It was jumping out of me. It was hard to tame or control. I think what happened was as I developed, I matured into a young woman. I don't take myself seriously. I hope you don't either. But as I grew up, hit puberty, just kidding, it's not about puberty. What had happened was I realized that I was talking a lot, right? I was performing a lot. I was on stage. My mom, God bless her, put me ballet, tap, jazz. They took me to cheer. They took me to Girl Scouts. They took me to basketball. My interests were just all over the place. And I was very much a performer as a young girl, but I transitioned into being an observer with my art. So, they encouraged me to get into a career that felt a bit more stable at the time, which was technology, right? And to focus on marketing. So that's what I did. I focused on studying communication. I studied español. ¿Alguien si se habla español? Yeah, we got all four of you. That's demographically accurate. And I studied Spanish, I studied marketing, put myself in a corporate role. I was supporting creators. I was helping to build and shape the internet that I grew up on. As I started watching these creators and publish reels and short form videos, I was like, I could do that. Wait a minute. I'm kind of funny. So finding my voice was really about going from being this loud performer to more of a visual artist. I became a published portrait photographer. I had my work reshared, LA Weekly, worked with NAACP Image Awards, published in the LA Times, published LA Weekly, hey. Lupita Nyong'o reshared a shoot that I made to millions of people when I couldn't even legally drink. Like it was crazy how young things happened for me with visual art and photography. Then I got louder, right? I transitioned back to performing art. So it's really nice to have left marketing. I still do a little photography on the side. You know, so anybody need headshots now, just let me know. I still do my visual art, but I realized like I'm a video creator, I'm a performer, I'm a host. It's so nice to see a lot of you in person because I've been growing this audience of like over 200,000 people who decided to hit follow on my dating journey or on my comedy. Yeah! On my, you remember when I was single? Down and out.
I do.
But people who decided to hit follow on this like developing weird visual performing star, and now we're in a place where like I can appear in person. I'm in Oakland, I'm in New York, I'm in Mexico, and people are like, oh, I follow you as they get onto elevators. I'm like, that's so weird. We're in the same hotel, okay. Time to turn my location services off. But it's really awesome now to be like out and a performer as an adult. I'm like, what I say is I'm reactivating my childhood dreams, you know, by telling my story. Like, little me wanted this. My parents can tell you, I wanted it so bad. And I put it away because it didn't earn. And then once I got my bread up in technology, similar to Nima, then I was like, it's time to soar. It's time to like take that leap, to walk on faith, not by sight, right? Amen. Let the house say amen.
You so prolific. You are so prolific, and I'm a big fan.
Thank you. What does prolific mean? I've heard it, and I use it too. I just don't know what it means.
Because you know, black people don't. We used to be using words, and now you're gonna put all in front of my friends. That's wild. That's a wild thing to do. That's crazy.
Like I use prolific too, but I can't.
Somebody pull out their dictionary. They're not about to. It's too many cameras in here to be playing with people.
What does prolific mean for $1 million?
Siri.
Hello.
This be saying stuff. That's
the
crazy.
Meaning.
Now I look. That's wild. I got an idea.
Today, prolific means whatever you want it to mean.
Exactly. Transformative. You're able to mold space, create a bunch of space, and just shift and design these worlds. And you're talking about it digitally, but shit, how much did that tech background serve the art in this iteration of it, in this current climate, and how to monetize and take control of your likeness?
So much so. And like I tell people, my media company that I own, Joy Ofodu, it didn't start from nothing. I was molding in the shadows, right? Like as I was working in technology, I'm picking up on what other creators are doing, how they're building businesses. From my seat at Instagram, I had unprecedented access, right? That I treated very sensitively to everything, right? What are creators getting paid? How do they build their businesses? How do they scale? What are best practices for being online? So by the time it was time for me to launch my own platform, which I honestly did while I was still at the company, a lot of legalese to navigate there, I'll tell you that. But they were so amazing in creating that launch pad for me, equipping me with resources. They were inviting me to speak within the company on creator best practices while I still worked there in a different capacity because it was just getting too big. Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, gave me a lot of air cover and support by featuring me on his account and telling people, like, you gotta follow Joy, she's so funny, blah, blah, blah. So that gave me, like, a lot of safety, and I was like a baby bird in that sense as a creator. I learned and did a lot. Like, I think one thing that people who have found me in this, like, comedy, dating, performance moment may not know about me is that, like, I was very influential to the development of, like, Instagram's Black creative, Black community from, 2017 to when I left, just over 6 months ago. I helped to co-found Share Black Stories. And like, if you've ever used that sticker, I uploaded it into the tray. I hand selected over 200 Black creatives and brought them into the fold. I onboarded over 10 Black businesses and agencies and artists to Instagram to get them paid directly from our company. I helped to build our first sponsorship of a music festival, Afropunk. So if you met Instagram at Afropunk, that was me and an amazing team. And what was so cool about that is, like, I'm, 21, 22, 23, and I'm traveling the world. I'm shooting global productions. Stages like this, are really home for me, but in a sense where I got to be the client. So I get to sit down. Like, Miss Ofodu, can I see in her ponytail? Can she do a spin for me? Okay. No, I like can we cut her hair off? No, this isn't America's Next Top Model. I can't make her cut her hair. No. Let's go with the green. And I got to do that in Berlin and in New York and in LA. So what all of my corporate experience helped me do is understand how to manage millions in marketing budget to how to manage a couple tens of thousands in marketing budget, and then how to work where there's no budget. So now in my position as a business owner, I'm able to activate, like I just filmed on set for the first time with Dating Unsettled, 10 episodes with a sponsorship that I secured. And then I have an original Snapchat show called Who Needs This? Yes, thank you for the loud yes. I'm giving you weekly affirmation inside Snapchat. If you need a little bit of, to your day, then I'm bringing that. But that's what the corporate environment taught me. People don't realize that creators are wearing a lot of hats, like a lot of hats. I have an amazing executive assistant. I've started to onboard my friends and pay them as video editors, as producers, etc. But I am the director, creative director, the talent. I'm the makeup artist. I secure styling from, other friends so I'm doing styling/wardrobe. I'm the producer. I'm the location scout. I'm the set dresser. I'm the graphic designer often. I'm the audio editor or engineer. I edit my own demos. I update my own website. Like I learned how to do everything. And so it's really great to have done those, get it from the mud. It's nice. But now I'm in a position where I really want to be an executive, hire, and offload a little bit.
I understand that.
And I get to do it because of you. Thank you.
I want to know, as a Black woman, as a content creator.
I'm one of those, yeah.
Yeah. Why was it so essential for you to own your own production company and the content that you create? I mean, I think that that's not the way everyone goes, right? So why was that the direction that you chose?
What's funny is people think it's super political, right? We need to own our own means of production. We can't let these people. It could be, but it's actually just faster. It's just faster. I mentioned that when I was a kid, wanted to be an actor, auditioned for agents, productions, blah, blah, blah. Maybe did one pilot, one fitting, blah, blah, blah. Now, as an adult, it's empowering to be able to just start. That's why I have to own my own company. I almost went backwards. I started producing the videos. I started producing the media. Millions of people started watching and following. Brands started pitching me. They're asking for documentation I don't have. They're asking for a social security number I don't want to hand out. Uh-oh, it's time to go get an EIN. So there was just a way that the work grew bigger than me, and I needed to establish what I now call a media company because it's just the easiest way to understand what I do in order to service that work. So it started happening before I said, yeah, I want to be a business owner. I want to be an entrepreneur. It didn't really happen like that. I think actors and creators are now realizing that there's a faster way to getting your message to the people, right? And we do this thing as creatives where we start to rank the medium. It's very sick and twisted. It's we go, oh, if you're publishing something on your phone or on web, it's here. And radio's here, right? Or print is, God, where's print at? Print is there. Unless you're writing a book, then suddenly print is here, right? And then there's television, and then there's, theater somewhere, and then there's film, and then that's the pinnacle of all. And we do this arbitrary ranking of the mediums. When you are your own business owner or your own media company, you get to start wherever you want without anybody's permission. And we do this, and I did this with Dating Unsettled. You take it to showrunners, you try to find all the, can I get a meeting? I think I was just tired of asking, and I was already running. So I'm if I'm already booking, I don't need an agent. If I'm already shooting the videos and publishing, I don't need to save up to get into a studio. I can just keep going. So it's a blessing now that all of that work has allowed me to have enough budget, right, to invest in getting into studios, enough connections to speak to Hollywood's biggest Black showrunners. All of them saw the deck, but here's the thing, none of them were as quick as I was. So it was just time to roll and get it out there. And I'm glad it worked. It's not, yeah, it's very heavy, let's clap it. It feels good now. It feels good now, but I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't always feel great when you're doing it. Because when you're in it and you got your little piece, this is what I can do from my bedroom, and maybe you got a child, maybe you got a deferred dream, maybe you're working part-time, blah, blah, blah. When you're doing it, your brain and your heart is it could be so much bigger. it could look so crispy. It could be in 4K, not 720p that my little phone is exporting right now. It could be, so I've really struggled, but I just publish anyway. Like, struggle with what you want it to look like and keep that there on the vision board, but keep pressing publish anyway. And like, eventually you'll get there. This is so great. Look at everybody clapping after everything I say. Can I say something like arbitrary and then see people will clap?
Please do.
The ways that humanity functions is in such a chasm that absolutely the consciousness precedes the derivatives. And that's a conversation no one's having. Back to you, Jeff.
I mean, you just blew my mind right there. I don't even know what I heard.
It's about building your own table.
Yeah. Oh my God. Left field. Wow. Profound. Prolific even.
Why aren't we?
Prolific you.
Not prolific.
Makes a return.
The second I get off this stage, I'm gonna figure out what prolific means.
We're gonna meet in the back. We're gonna have a conversation about it.
I promise I went to school. I got a master's degree. I don't know what it means.
So I want to talk to you about comedy and the role comedy can play, because I know when we spoke before, you know, you were surprised. You told me that you were surprised by the reaction that you got from people, your audience, and things they would tell you about how they were touched or how they were impacted by your humor and your content. So can you talk to me about like the significance of comedy for people, and then if it's different for the Black community?
Absolutely. You highlighted something even just as we were talking, I didn't realize, which is like, okay, cool, I got a skill, it's my voice, it's my like comedic timing. I was using that every single week, publishing 3 to 5 videos a week from 2020 to today, right? I'm still doing it, maybe more now. And what I was trying to do in a very simple way was create like a visual diary of my dating experiences, right? It embarrassed my family, but but to me, it was just important to have this record of like, what an insane moment of time. Like, I'm going outside in like a mask and a gas mask, you know, because the air was all bad and orange, and I'm trying to find the love of my life. Like, this is maybe never gonna happen again, right? In this way, how freaking cool. So the comedy for me was just like y'all just chuckled. That's funny in and of itself. You can't even breathe. You're trying to find love. Baby, what are you doing? Go drink some water, you know? And so I was at home, I'm online, I'm producing these funnies. What started happening was, as I was reenacting my dating experiences, you know, as I'm pretending to be me as I was on that date, or the man that I went on a date with, you know, because look, I'm not trying to get into a whole relationship right now. Like, I'm chilling. As I'm doing all that and making people laugh, they started telling me, like, Joy, because of you, I'm not going to settle for less. Joy, you showed me just how good a relationship could be, so I left a toxic relationship. He had me down, he had me out, I'm gone. And I'm hearing this from queer people, I'm hearing this from straight people, I'm hearing this from, Joy, you've inspired me to date after divorce. I ain't even been married and divorced. How am I inspiring you to do that? Joy, I got a sitter for the kids and I downloaded a dating app because I see how much fun you're having on the apps and I believe like I can find mine. And so to me, that's like healing. The comedy has become healing, and that's why I made my company's mission the healing power of humor. You're laughing, but on the inside you feel a little bit better. You feel a little less alone because you found that thing funny. People come up to me crying, telling me that they're scrolling my videos at night and it helps them heal their anxiety. I wasn't gonna cry. I was like, I got it.
No, take your time. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing.
But like,
to reach
that's what I'm
people.
saying. It touches me. Like, I'm not just on the other side of the screen trying to like make money or become famous or whatnot. Like, it's really cool that what I love doing the most is healing people. Like, that's crazy. So, yeah. Oh, I hate you guys. This is why I stay in my house. The last part of it is that, like, for the Black community specifically, like you asked about, we're just gonna do it with the tears on my face. We're just gonna do it. It's human. It's raw. Hope you like it. The insane part is that Black women are up against a lot when it comes to dating. specifically. We have a shared experience, a shared subconscious. There are people writing articles, rumoring, wondering, are Black women the least desired on dating apps? Like, why are you doing research like that into our humanity? It's really hurtful. And so it causes a lot of Black women and femmes to believe no one wants me, right? I'm not desired, I'm not gonna find it. And I decided to go into the dating world with the idea that, like, whoever wants me, you know, and I'm gonna find that. And what's interesting about the comedy is I think it's helping Black women very specifically feel like, okay, like they see me, the way someone saw her, and so it shall be for me, right? Like that type of representation they're taking very directly into their lives. My belief is that when Black people find healthy relationships, queer relationships, disabled relationships, long distance relationships, when Black people find those healthy relationships, they will help us in life. There's a lot of statistics about how Black women are dating or marrying down, about how we're more educated, but men are earning less, and blah, blah, blah. I hope we can transcend all of those temporary markers of education and income and the stupid $20 date conversation we keep having again and again and again, and did he pay? And fellas, if she has it. No, stop. Okay, stop it. Put the podcast mics down. Let's transcend all of that, because when we can find healthy partnership, it's gonna make us better as a community. Like, my partner is so amazing. He's also here. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but my partner's so amazing. He supports me so much. I've got the podcast out. I'm able to go chase this. I'm able to go get this grant. I'm able to go. That type of encouragement is invaluable. And I was all right while single. Like, I want to affirm singleness is not a disease. You're gonna be all right. But what's incredible is that for the Black community, I really believe that, like, my activism is focusing on this tiny corner of, like, finding love, finding healthy partnership. And I believe that empowers the whole person, and then that will heal our community as well.
I think that we're running out of time here, but Joy, you have been a joy.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if anyone's ever said that to you, probably.
Never. I've never heard it
No,
before.
never? I'm the first time? But seriously, thank you so much for coming up here and being vulnerable with us and sharing your story, sharing your truth. And I feel like you gave me a lot of laughs, and I feel healed, so I appreciate it.
I'm so glad. Y'all can find me online at Joy Ofodu or
At Dating Unsettled.
Y'all give it up for Joy, y'all.